How's it going, everyone? I'm David Quinones with S&D Real Estate, and in this video, we're going to talk about inflation and why 2022 may be your last chance to buy an affordable home. 2021 saw a record-setting rebound in our housing market with all-time highs in sales and home values in Lakeland and across the country. But with the combined combination of low inventory and high competition, many buyers were forced to be sidelined while they waited for things to cool down. If you are one of those buyers who are waiting, now is the time. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, David, you're a realtor, you always tell people to buy houses, but the truth is you may not be able to afford to wait much longer with an often overlooked market factor called inflation. 2021 saw the largest increase in inflation in decades, with the consumer price index hovering right around 6%. Now, when you consider that the CPI doesn't even factor in home prices and that many parts of the country have seen home increases of upwards to 20%, the true factor of inflation is likely higher for home buyers. So the question becomes, how does inflation affect you from buying a home? The first is in affordability. With the cost of goods and commodities increasing across almost every sector, houses are no exception. The National Association of Realtors just released their October numbers, which saw a 17% increase in mortgage payments, but only saw a 3.6% increase in annual household income. If you compare both those numbers to the CPI, mortgage prices are increasing faster than inflation, whereas household income is increasing less than inflation. Besides from driving up prices and making affordability harder for most households, inflation has a direct link to interest rates as well. And that is in part because of the Federal Reserve. The Fed's primary job is to maintain the country's financial stability, which includes keeping inflation under control and at a targeted 2%. To help us get back to that goal, the Fed has already announced 3 interest rate hikes in 2022, as well as a rapid slowing of their bond purchasing, which will have a direct impact in mortgage rates. So if home prices continue to rise and interest rates start to rise as well, it won't take long before you can't afford that next home. Let's say right now you can get approved for a conventional loan at $300,000 with an interest rate of 3%. That would put your monthly principal and interest payments at $1,200. Now let's say you get pre-approved next year and that same conventional loan is now set at a 4% interest rate. That would put your monthly payments at $1,360. If your budget was already maxed out at the $1,200 payments, you would now have to purchase a home around $270,000, or roughly 10% less than your original approval, simply because of a 1% increase in interest rate. If you thought it was hard enough to find a home in your budget now, just wait when rates start going up. Now you may be thinking, that's fine, I'll just wait this whole inflation thing out and rent. But unfortunately, I've got bad news there too. Redfin just released a study that Florida had 4 of the top 5 markets with the highest rental increases, with all 4 above 30%. What's worse is the CPI hasn't even factored in those higher rental rates just yet. Once those higher rates make their way into the federal data, we will probably see a prolonged period of inflation even as interest rates start to get higher. The result is rental rates will likely continue to rise, all while pushing your dreams of owning a home further down the road. Now, I don't want this video to be all negative because we do have a unique opportunity right now. Interest rates are still at all-time lows, and the winter is cyclically one of the best times for home buyers. Sellers are a little more motivated to sell, and the demand has started to subside as most buyers wait for the spring or summer to purchase. So if homeownership is one of your New Year's resolutions, the first thing you have to do is contact a realtor like myself. It is free for you to use my services as a buyer. I can help you get pre-approved and navigate all the hurdles to buying a home.